family, it's Ariana, your tarot life coach, bringing you your June tarot scope, big baby. Big hugs, lots and lots of love, high fives, and some damn dirty shoulder rubs. What's up, family? So with that being said, I want to say thank you so much for sharing and joining space with me. I truly enjoy it. I really do look forward to it, even though the monthlies like stress me out because I'm like, I gotta get 12 videos out ASAP. So bear with me, these will be out in sections, all right? With that being said, just thank you so much for your love, your support, your emails, hanging out with me on the lives, supporting my friend on her trip to go get her yoga certification. So much love to you guys, so much. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on upstairs. We have the new moon in Gemini on the 3rd. What do you want? What are your goals, your plans, and aspirations? How can you turn that goal into a damn dirty affirmation so you can say it all month long, all right? Now, on the 4th, Mercury enters into Cancer, communication, very watery emotion. Mercury really doesn't like being in water signs, so go with the flow, guys. On the 8th, Venus enters into Gemini, and on the 17th, we have a full moon, 25 degrees Sagittarius, okay? 21st, summer solstice. The 26th, Mercury enters Leo. Whew, right? I want to know about what's going on. Leave it in the comments, guys. Now, with that being said, that's what we have going on in the heavens. Feel free to reach out for a read, guys. ArianaLuciano@gmail.com or on the gram at ArianaLuciano. So, as a collective, as we're sitting here together, deep breath in, deep breath out. Which will it be using the Sacred Power deck? Will it be 1 or 2? This will be an overall collective energy. If you chose card number 1, you have the card Retreat, attributed to the number 27. So it comes down to a 9. This is a completion. You are running on exhaustion. It's time for a break. Where's the summer vacation going, big baby? All right? This is a great time to learn to say no. This is the time to kind of relax. Try not to take on too much responsibility as you're going through this. And also, like, if you're an empath, this card is telling you you have to learn to protect your own energy. It is part of your responsibility to learn and to understand the power of new. All right? Now, if you chose card number 2, you have Tree of Life, attributed to the number 34. So it is a 7. And this is like an angelic message telling you, hey, dig those roots in deep. It's time to get a firm understanding of what you need to know. It's time to get grounded. It's time to hold space for yourself. And this is about patience. It's like that silent sage, right? You may also be having a lot of family things going on. This is not the time to compromise, all right? It's the time to stand tall, hold space, stand your ground, all right? So with that being said, fam, stay tuned. Lots of fun coming our way with our videos. I got some new cards. They are the Camelot Oracle by John Matthews, and they're super awesome. So it's Camelot characters, right? And then it has another set that goes with it and tells you about the path and where you're headed. And for each path that you're headed on, it has like a very interesting question to ask yourself on your journey this month. So they will be the openers of each sign. So big hugs, guys. Stay tuned. Stick with me to the end. And thank you so very much for all your love and support. Love you.
Hello, Geminis. It's Ariana. Are you ready for your read, big baby? I hope you guys have had a beautiful birthday if you haven't already celebrated. And if it's yet to come, happy birthday, baby. All right. And let's jump into our read. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to join with you. So the way that we open up our reads are with mind, body, and soul, a little bit of guidance at the beginning, and then we go to the tarot for the rest of the answers, right? So some parts might fit and others might not. Take what you like and leave the rest for us, all right? There's always a little bit of something that you can get. This is for sun, moon, and rising. So let's start off with the Camelot cards. And these are super cool cards. Got them at half price bookstore for like under 10 bucks. And I am super pumped about them. So I want to show a little bit of the detail of this cards. Like these are the characters and there's so much stuff in the background. And you know, he's looking at the Holy Grail and Amazon's kind of represents the work that you're going to be putting in this month, right? And you're like, what? How does that make sense? Well, Amazons for me is all about shadow work, because when he shows up, his aspect is a little bit of power hunger, right? He wanted that holy grail and he was going to get it, all right? He didn't care what he had to do to get it. However, in this, he's facing these qualities of a deceit and destructiveness, greed, negativity. Those things are coming up to his forefront, right? So these negative energies we can encounter sometimes in our lives. So a lot of times people only want to hear about all the good in them. They don't want to hear about the other parts. But the truth of the matter is, when you're working on your spiritual path and you're working on those things about yourself, it's time to dig deep, my friend. So on this, it says you can use this dark aspect to represent more positive forces when encountered head on. So it's like when you can face the facts, my friend, and you do the shadow work, you're going to move beyond anything you can ever imagine. Okay? So this is the energy that's trying to guide you through the dark path. Sometimes it's admitting like, hey, I have an anger issue. I'm having issues with anger and I don't know why. Where is this stemming from? And it's sitting with the situation and saying, why am I reacting this way? What is triggering me? And it's facing those things inside of yourself. All right? Now, with Amazons, we're going down the determined path. And the determined path has very interesting energy. This is going towards the southwest, okay? Now, we're traveling in Camelot. Now, the club on the bottom is covered with the holly, and the leaves are still on it. And I'm going to talk a little bit about why that's significant. The determined path is a road for you to follow, and the road requires determination. Like, you're going to have to be ready, big baby, because it ain't going to be easy. It's not easy to do shadow work, my friend. However, if you do it, you're going to continue to trust yourselves, and you're going to have more potential as you go through. Now, as you're going through this determined path, it's leading to the Green Chapel. And the Green Chapel is asking you, what is your greatest challenge? What is that one thing in your life right now that's keeping you from what you really want? Why are you stopping yourself? Because the Green Chapel represents an aspect of transformation. This is challenge. And on this challenge, you're going to learn about perseverance and honor and connecting to that wild side of you, connecting to that shadow side and loving it and respecting it. So when our health is low or we're feeling a little bit low, look at the deepest levels of your inner strength to move forward. This is where you start finding out how strong you really are, Gemini. All right. So this is the kind of path that you're going on this month. You're doing a lot of shadow work this month. You're working with those qualities and those aspects of your personality. All right. Now, what I found really interesting was I'm really getting into plant medicine. Okay. So the holly tree is one of the most beloved trees of the Celts, and the Druids believed that it had protective qualities against warding off evil and bad luck. So as you're going down this path, you're being led by an energy that's saying, I'm going to keep those things away from you. It also protected from lightning. And holly is also very good at working with your dream energy. Now, the other thing about where you're headed is that it's covered in apple trees, okay? Now, the apple tree is one of the most sacred trees. It brings good luck. It's the fruit of the gods and brings healing and connection. So you have all of this stuff clearing the path for you because you're willing to do the shadow work. But this is about opening up your heart and to awaken compassion, because that's what holly is about, because you are a spiritual warrior. However, it's asking you to be clear about yourself as you go down this path. All right. So with that being said, you have the beautiful sea turtle showing up. I'm telling you, big baby, you're going to have to be like a hermit this month. You're going to have to protect your energy as you go through. It's very important, guys. Like a lot of these people who say, I'm an empath and I'm feeling everything so deeply. Yeah, part of your lesson is to learn to protect yourself. So go into your shell, recover, because you're going through an emotional situation. You see all of that blue around him, all that water. It's an emotional situation. Mercury is moving into the sign of Cancer. It doesn't really like it. You might be dealing with some information this month that is very emotional for you. All right. Now, as you're going through this situation, as you're going through that, you have to trust divine timing, Gemini. Going forward with the warrior of the heart. Warrior of the heart energy is quite beautiful. as it's this polar bear energy, it's coming through. It's saying, hey, big baby, you got to speak from your heart. You got to be willing to go and face your fears, and you got to face them head on and be impeccable. Just like the 4 agreements, be impeccable with your word. You have to have honor. You're going to have to go forth. If you said you're going to do it, Gemini, you better freaking do it, okay? And then it talks about courage, and it doesn't mean necessarily that you're not afraid to do this. However, it talks about fearless, fearing less. It does not mean that you're not afraid of it, but it means that you're going to fear less, all right? Acknowledge it, face it, move forward. So what it's telling you as a challenge is mentally to list the things that you're afraid of. I'm afraid of failure. I'm afraid of this. Now it's telling you to put next to it. It says next to the list, write every reason why it's important to overcome that fear. And in other words, what does that fear cost you? What is it blocking? That's the shadow work. What are you blocking yourself from? What success are you blocking yourself from? All right? Which is in turn keeping you from what you truly want, right? Now, the 4 of Pentacles is sitting right next to the water, right? He's sitting right next to the sea turtle energy. And this is physically what's going on, the 4 of Shields. And you see this new moon? We have the new moon in Gemini, right? This is the time for you to get silent, to get quiet, and get it down. Write it down into an affirmation. You're going to be moving forward, and you got to know where you're going. You have to have clear purpose, all right? Now, to kind of give more clarity on what the 4 of Shields is trying to tell you, it's really interesting that Quell shows up. Okay, because there's such a cool story about this in the Nahualli deck, and it's attributed to the number 27, which comes down to the number 9, which telling you is it's time for healing. It's time for reconciliation, rehabilitation. We're about to get it moving, but you got to cover up some wounds. You got to heal them. You got to bandage that stuff up. All right. Now, the Quell was called upon the energy to fix broken bones. So my question to you is, what's broken, Gemini? What needs to be fixed so you can move forward? It's time to set things right. It's time to go on this, to heal the emotional injury that you have going on. All right. Now, with that, on a spiritual level, it's telling you soul family. All right. Whoops. Let me pick that back up. It's time for you to reach out and call on help. Get a mentor. Get someone to come in and show you something. Go to counseling. Do what you need to do to work on yourself. Going on a path, going down this determined way that you're facing things that you may not have wanted to face before, it's time, but you don't have to do it alone. And that's where it's important to speak from your heart and express what needs to be healed. And when you come from the heart space, it's never easy to really just kind of be vulnerable. And this is going to be one of those times to get it out at the beginning of the month. Sit down, think about what you want, and then ask for the help that's needed, right? So when I looked at your cards, the numbers that come out are 427, right? Now, where did I put this book? I have so many books on my table. This is like what stresses me out when I'm doing my reads. It's like so much on one table. So 427 is like, congratulations, keep your faith. Okay, you're keeping your faith, you're doing your part of the work, they're proud of you. Your guides are like, hey, go Gemini. Now, 427 comes down to the number 67. You're on the right path, but it's like you've got to have faith. And some of y'all need some protection, okay? Some of y'all attract a lot of negative vibes, Gemini, because some people say you talk out your ass. I don't know if you do. I'm a Gemini rising until my birthday, because then it's going to change. According to my reading by Berti the astrologer, you need to get a read by him. Now, what goes on, Gemini, is you say one thing and you do another, all right? That's why some people say those things about you. However, go in silence. You even think about the turtle. Slow and steady wins the race, all right? You're going to get there. You ain't got to tell anybody what you're doing. I took the number 67 down to the number 13. All the Ascended Masters are coming near. It's time to move forward. 13 is actually a very positive number, and that comes down to the number 4, which is also the 4 of Shields, which is telling you foundationally, you need to ask for help as you move along this path. Reaching out to a friend, a mentor, a colleague, but there needs to be help, all right? So, what I have for you this month, when I was looking at your cards, this is what jumped out to me. I put heart chakra plus throat chakra equals connection with your tribe, and the number 4 is important. There are probably 4 individuals, 4 things, the 4 agreements, 4 reasons, whatever it is that foundationally need to come together to create your plan of connecting your heart to speak up through your throat. It's time to speak your truth, my friend, and it's time to stand up for yourself, Gemini. Alrighty, let's see what the cards have for us. I know you're like, why does she do that? And it's because, you know, I just think that there's more to tarot sometimes than what we give it. All right, I want to help you on your spiritual path. I want to help you move forward, things of that nature. All right, so with that being said, let's bless our decks. 6 cards for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And I'm rolling a 6, so this is something that is about pleasure, it's about fun, it's about creativity as you're moving forward. And I'm cutting the deck, and I have, what is going on here? I have, okay, this is a flip, sorry. I have the 9 of Wands with the Ace of Wands reversed, okay? So stop fighting for things with false starts. And I do think that you're going through a lot of action. A lot of stuff is coming to the forefront. Why does it not want to shuffle? So you're pressing forward, right? The 9 of Wands is telling you, why are you fighting for things that don't matter? Like, come on, man. What are you doing? All right, let's get these cards out. So I'm going to move these down. First position, the King of Pentacles reversed. Second, we have Strength with Leo. Queen of Pentacles reversed. There's family issues going on. 10 of Pentacles, possibly with an earth sign or with financial reasons. And the outcome is the Queen of Wands. Some of y'all are going to have a Leonian woman, because I'm saying Leo because of that Leo card there. Aries, Sagittarius, or a big mama jamma who got energy like crazy that's going to be working for you. All right, I have the 3 of Pentacles reversed because there's something out of balance. All right, and there's 3 people here, so there's something out of balance. At the bottom of the deck, I'm going to tell you, Gemini, some of y'all need to have courage, okay? And you need to trust your intuition because you're afraid to move forward. And this could, for some of y'all, it's in a work situation, all right? Now, I try not to focus too much on relationships, but I'm just going to give you the message how it comes out. In the past, we have the King of Pentacles reversed. That is that greed. That is that desire. I'm going to do whatever I got to do to get what I want because it's mine kind of attitude, all right? Now, the King of Pentacles can represent your energy or somebody else's. The King of Pentacles is looking at a situation that's going to require strength. You are in the present moment of having strength. You are protecting what's yours. You're like, this is mine. It's going down. And it's not the kind of strength that other cards have where she's like petting the lion. This is like, I'm fighting your ass. All right, Gemini? You're pulling out the brass knuckles. You're going to get dirty. Now, the Queen of Pentacles reversed. And what I'm picking up is that they're working together. And that's why you have to be really strong. But you're going to have help from someone on the outside, someone from the past, someone who's going to come back and they're going to help you complete the situation, which is what is in the present right here with this 10 of Pentacles, and you come out looking like the boss hog, okay? However, there's a lot of imbalance going on, and that's why you have to do the shadow work. So let's see what this King has for you. What's going on with this King right here? We're going to go with this deck. King of Coins. Got 2 cards flying out. Tenderness. Tenderness, tenderoni, all right? You have to be kind to yourself as you're talking to yourself this month, Gemini, and also probably being kind to this individual because I almost feel like what they have to offer sometimes gets on your damn dirty nerves, okay? I know. Some people just be getting on my nerves too. I get on my own damn nerves. So, Zebra's coming through. Let go of your fear and know that you are safe and protected at all times. You need to be tender in the moment. It's not about coming through and dealing with this person head on. They're possibly a boss, possibly your father, someone in power, all right? King of Pentacles is usually a hard worker. This could even represent somebody who's doing a half-assed job, okay? Or you're doing a half-assed job, Gemini, to get together, okay? Depends, all right? Can't be blaming everybody. Now, in the middle or like in the present, in this position, we need strength. What is blocking you? Are you blocking yourself? Are they blocking? What is the block? Because you're going to have to really pull through with some strength here. So let's see what kind of strength we're going to need in the present. We got to the sea. Okay. You want to control the situation, Gemini. Unfortunately, the situation is asking for a hands-off approach, okay? You can't be controlling it. You kind of have to let this emotions go and go through it, okay? You're going through the gigs. But in this, it's like knowing you're going to get there. You're going to get down the determined path. You're going to make it to where you're supposed to go. It's that serendipity. It's that turtle energy, right? And there's that water. So I do feel like it's an emotional situation. And you got to believe it's going to be okay. Because the hidden influence is somebody is being manipulated, either with money, not paying attention to your dreams, or you're putting your dreams on hold to help somebody else's dreams, Gemini. That's not good either, okay? Because then that develops resentment, and then we got to go do shadow work for the resentment. So let's look at this Queen of Pentacles. As I cut the deck, I have a false start, a foolish start, and not trusting intuition. It was a major decision, okay? And this person didn't do it very good. Possibly Capricorn energy, because that's the Capricorn god and his sister there. So it could even be a family situation, okay? So, Gemmy, moon reverse. Some of y'all are having issues with your mooder, okay? Secrets are coming out. The bottom, I have the Four of Pentacles reversed, meaning this is about something about the home, something about the foundation, something about money. It does not make sense because there is something being hidden, but it's going to be revealed. If you do not rush it, you will find out, okay? Let's see, and there's a vacation also coming up. I want to pull more on that individual, that situation. Never-ending story, reverse. It's a protection message. Why are you doing the same thing expecting a different result? All right? Why? Because the more you keep doing and the more you keep pushing, it's not working. And it's not working for them either. And so the question is, what is the block? Okay, and I know you want me to tell you what the block is, and I know a lot of times, like, I'll hear people say, well, I'm going to watch another reader because, you know, they'll tell me. No, the block is within. There's something internally going on, Gemini, and you're pushing against the current as opposed of letting it work itself out. And we're stuck in a state of fear. We're stuck because we're afraid of what's going to happen. And I'm trying to see, okay, this deck wants to tell you how to work through that situation. Oh, that was one. Care for yourself, self-love, self-acceptance. Some of y'all are having to convince your parents of something, convince your bosses of something, convince your damn self of something, that you are complete, that there is nothing missing, that you have it all within, and the finances are coming too, if you're wondering, okay? Because the Ten of Pentacles is always good to hear from. Like, I love the Ten of Pentacles. That's like family money. Yes, it's gonna come through. You're gonna have what you need. Oops. Okay, that's how they fill out. The Eight of Wands is coming in, so there's gonna be a lot of communication. Okay, and I'm getting a lot of red and orangey coming out towards the end of the month. So I'm going to say get very grounded, and you're going to be working with your creativity, with your sacral chakra, okay? Watch your back, okay? And you got someone watching your back with you, is the Queen of Wands. So you might be pairing up with a Leo. You might have a lot of Leo in your chart. You might be Leo rising, whatever. But whatever's going on here, there's a lot of communication and a lot of confidence and a lot of travel and movement, communication, and a lot of anxiety, because at the bottom of the deck I have the Eight of Arrows and the Eight of Cups. So I'm going to say, look, when you start seeing the number 8 a lot, that means finances are going to get better. I do think your financial situation is going to improve, okay? At the end of the month, the outcome is the Queen of Wands, and I want to see what the message the Queen of Wands has for you. And she is saying, if you learn to communicate and drop the baggage, the transformation will occur, okay? This is Scorpio energy. This is big changes are coming, Gemini. Are you ready? She don't give a damn, okay? She's not looking at anything going on. She's like, that was then, this is now. I feel like she's just like, I see. She's like, I see what it is, and I don't care, because that's not how it's going down. And she has Genesis reversed. meaning there is a new beginning. You will wipe the slate clean. You are rewriting the story. You're changing the narrative, and you're moving forward because you're trusting your uniqueness. You're not navigating it with control. You're trusting your inner peace. You're loving yourself. You're communicating, and you're going forward. All right. And that's how you're going to move through this energy. If the situation is work related, the best way to do it is to watch what you're saying to everyone else and pay attention to your actions. All right, because it's almost like a situation that's out of your control. Whatever they think of you, that's their opinion. It does not mean that it's truth. You do have someone on your side. You do have a Leo, Sag, Aries energy coming through that's going to give you a fresh start and a new beginning. All right, so that is your read. Huh? And to sum up your read, we're going to look at Lady Portia. Lady Portia wanted to come out for you to kind of give you guidance this month as keepers of the light, okay? Especially with legal issues, they will be resolved. And so right now, a call for justice is being brought into your space. You have to act from the heart, is what it says, and leave pride to the side. Take the time to learn from the situation, and if you're involved in any legal issues, know that justice will be served, however that is supposed to go, okay? Now, your energy for self-love or taking care of yourself is own your magnificence. Own who you are, be proud of who you are, and just treat yourself kind, okay? Your crystal this month is atacamite. I'm saying it all wrong probably. And this is to help you have greater compassion. It encourages independence and awareness, works with the heart chakra, and it brings love into our lives in many different ways, okay? It's also useful for astral work, for the astral projection, for dream travel, those kinds of things, and with visualizations and meditation. This is to help you get clarity, okay? This is also good for on a healing level. It helps with the thyroid and the nervous system and relieves stress and nervousness. It also works with the immune system and the heart. Now, this card indicates it's time to add some energy to drive to achieving your dreams. How can you bring forward a sense of enthusiasm and expansion to your purpose? Lots of green this month is going to be important, whether you're eating the greens or you're wearing the greens, because you're definitely working with heart chakra issues, okay? Now, you have the Knight of Coins coming in to finish off your health read, and the Knight of Coins comes in and it's about digestion. And watch out with what you eat this month, Gemini. Make sure that they cook that food right at that restaurant, all right? Because you're going to be dealing with some digestion issues, and it may not even necessarily be from the food. It could possibly be from the levels of stress that you're carrying from this parent or these bosses or whoever it is that's giving you a hard time. But if you trust in your strength and you pull on that Leo-like courage, you come out like a boss, baby. All right, so that is your read, Gemini. I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful month. If you're interested in a private read, hit me up at arianaluciano@gmail.com or on the gram at Ariana Luciano. Be blessed, fam.